On today's menu, something delicious you can have brewing today. Simple, cold brew, coffee. Lei hou ma, that's how's it going in Cantonese. I'm Yeung from youngmancooking.com. Welcome to the channel where you can cook with confidence. If you're a daily coffee drinker and you buy coffee every single week, 52 weeks out of the year, then you're absolutely going to love this. Two to 3 tablespoons ground coffee. Transfer the ground coffee into a large jar. One heaping teaspoon cocoa powder. You know, the great part about cooking at home and making food for yourself is that there's no need to be dictated by a strict recipe, and if you're making food for yourself to enjoy, it really is your choice. It's up to you if you want to put some cocoa powder in there to give it a bit of a chocolatey flavor, or hojicha powder to give it that kind of earthy green tea chocolatey flavor, or even just matcha powder added with that coffee. It really is ultimately your choice. 4 cups filtered water. This recipe makes about 4 cups worth of cold brew coffee, but of course, depending on how much coffee you consume on a daily basis, you can multiply this recipe, use a much larger container, make it once, and have enough for the rest of the week. Give the jar a shake and store it in the fridge overnight. Blender. 1/4 cup cashews. 2 cups water. Blend on high for about 45 seconds until liquefied. If you don't have a high-powered blender, you can soak the cashews overnight to soften them up. So if you've been following the channel for some time, you may have come to know that I used to run a nut milk business, and I don't run that business anymore. Super random. We used to make almond milk, coconut milk, cashew milk, and we would use these nut milk bags, and it was all done by hand, even cracking the coconuts, which was absolutely insane. Even though I don't run that business anymore, I still make coconut milk and almond milk, cashew milk at home for personal consumption. And these nut milk bags are made with organic hemp and is custom made for young man cooking. You can definitely make cold brew coffee in a French press, but depending on the French press that you have, you may get some stray coffee grinds. For today's episode, we're just using a good old-fashioned plain cashew milk, but of course you can fancy this up with something like a coconut cashew milk or an almond milk I made in a previous episode. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check those out. And of course, if you're interested, to grab a nut milk bag that's custom designed for young men cooking, I'll also leave a link in the description box below for that as well. Strain out the coffee through the nut milk bag. Fill a cup halfway with ice. Splash of vanilla extract. 1 tablespoon maple syrup. Fill the cup with 2/3 of the cold brew coffee. And 1/3 cashew milk. Give it a good stir and it's ready to enjoy. Store the rest of the coffee and the cashew milk in the fridge and enjoy for up to a week. You can now prep this delicious coffee with absolute confidence. Who knew it would be so simple to turn your home kitchen into a posh coffee bar? That is so incredibly tasty. It has that beautiful, silky, full-body texture from the cashew milk, as well as that cold brew coffee. And because it's brewed in cold water overnight, it gives it that kind of long period of time to really extract that aromatic coffee flavor. And yet it doesn't really have that same level of acidity. So the flavor really is a lot more mellowed out and really, really smooth. All there's left to do is to pour this into a travel mug and you're good to go. To pick up your Yeung Man Cooking nut milk bags, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check these out. In that same link, you can also pick up the cookbooks, the Yeung Man Cooking merch, and check out the plant-based sushi masterclass. As always, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next episode.